Okay, I continued to learn lessons throughout my broadcasting career, and what I've learned over the years is sometimes there are certain things you don't say just before you start an interview with someone. I made a huge mistake. I said the words Lisa and Lampanelli before we talked to our next guest.
Lou Ferrigno, he really needs no introduction. You probably just saw him recently on Celebrity Apprentice and a whole lot more. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
Nice
I have to do this. Can we look at the size of these mitts?
You're a big man, Lou.
I think so.
Yeah. How are you, man? Nice to see you.
Thanks for doing this today. First of all, let's talk about Celebrity Apprentice.
Okay.
We'll leave the Lisa Lampanelli out for the moment, but how was the whole experience for you? Because you did this for charity.
Well, it was great because I was the only athlete to make it to 9 shows. And we had 3 boardrooms a week.
Yeah.
The great thing about the show is that Donald Trump allowed 18 celebrities to raise money for their charity. And I'm glad I won one project. I almost won the second one. Perpetually made a mistake. He said Walmart instead of Walgreens.
Yeah, I remember.
So it was great because after about 7, 8 shows, it got to be tough because everybody wanted to put each other off the bus. It's like a backstabbing circuit.
Yeah.
And with me, it's that they were nervous because every time we were in the boardroom, it's like I'm like a switch. I'm totally different because I'm very honest and very direct. Because in life, the last 7 years, I've been a deputy sheriff for the Los Angeles Sheriff Department. So I know how to use reverse psychology, how to deal with people.
What got you into that, by the way, being a deputy sheriff? Where was the interest in that?
Well, my father was a police lieutenant. I've always been fascinated with law enforcement. Then one time I was talking to Sheriff Baca, who's the sheriff for Los Angeles. He said, why don't you go join the academy? I said, okay. I took 6 months, I went through the academy, became completely certified as a police officer. I do a lot of search and rescue in the mountains. I save people's lives, you know, patrol and that stuff. I just like it.
Lou, if I were lost on a mountain,
how weird would that moment
and Lou Ferrigno showed up to save my life, I probably would have a weird reaction. Do people have that moment if you come and rescue them of like, oh my God, the incredible?
That's a great question because one time I just saved a woman. She broke both her legs. So we had to rescue her. We had to come down with the basket. So when she saw me, she recognized me, she fainted. And I'm saying to myself, poor woman got broken legs, now she fainted for 3 years. She goes, oh my God, she goes, it's just she fainted. I'm on the side of the mountain, you know, side of the cliff. And I'm saying to myself, just don't die here.
Oh, man.
And Lou, we can tell you obviously train a lot still. You're here in Vancouver doing the big fan expo. Do you train when you're traveling? Is it difficult to keep it up?
I train much as I can because when I'm traveling, I usually, if it's a short trip like this, I train like every day. If I'm on a long trip, I take a couple of days off. Like I trained in the hotel last night and then this morning, just before I came here. You know, I'm very consistent.
Do people get weird looks when you walk into the gym, or do they start trying to bench press more?
Like, I was going to say,
watching.
Hey, I'm going to take the heavyweights now that Lou Ferrigno does it.
They get motivated, and they get excited because it's just, you can feel the energy.
Yeah.
Because, you know, I'm known all over the world.
How much of this exercise and how much of that philosophy is just to make sure you work it in every day? Because people always struggle with I think motivation when it's going to the gym, staying fit, all that stuff. You've been doing this, lifting weights seriously for what, 50 years?
50 years. It's my passion. I like it because it makes me feel good about myself. I like the way I look. I like the fact that I can alter the shape of my body. I can gain weight, lose weight. And plus, it's that instant gratification.
Yeah.
And knowing that now I affect millions of people because of the age of 60, which I am now.
You're
Nobody looks like
It's
60.
crazy, Lou.
You look the same.
Nobody looks like
You
this.
did on the incredible old TV show.
By the time I'm 60, I may look like this.
You might get as big. You might grow up. Let's talk about the Avengers. The movie is coming out on May the 4th. A lot of people have seen it in previews and stuff. It's getting great reviews. Tell us about your role in the Avengers.
Well, I did the voice of the Hulk, the complete growl, everything. And
Can I hear a growl?
Not today. It's a surprise. But the movie will make $1 billion.
It will, yeah, absolutely.
And as a matter of fact, the Hulk is the best part of the movie.
Are you just saying that, Lou, or is that really?
No. People that went to the premiere that seen the film claim that they say that the Hulk is the best part of the movie because he's part of.
And that must be nice for you. I mean, really, people still define that character as, and no other actor has played it. It's all been CGI. It's all been everything else. So that must be important to you still. I mean, do you feel some ownership over the character and
well,
the
the
heritage?
legacy is over almost 40 years, and these movies wouldn't be around today. The Hulk wasn't for me because when I started, even till today, I don't care how many more Hulk movies you make, it cannot hold against Adone against the TV series,
Yeah.
the original Hulk.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, the last 2 Hulk movies I filmed here in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Bill Bixby directed it. But when you have a human Hulk and a CGI, you can't compare it. But I was happy to be associated with my voice for the Hulk because I know how the Hulk thinks and feels.
Yeah.
So at least that they gave me this opportunity.
Now, I put it out on Twitter that I was interviewing you today, and the most common question I got from people is, what was Bill Bixby like? What was he like to
Yeah,
work
you
with
had a
for
marvelous
you?
He was a
relationship.
very super nice guy, very quick, very witty. He was the producer, actor, director. He was in pre-law. And at the same time, when he directed the show, him and I was like a team because he was my mentor for many years.
Yeah.
I spent more time with Bill over the years than with my wife.
You didn't have any acting experience when you first started with Bill,
I
did
just
you?
came from Pumping Iron with your favorite Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Little Arnie, we call him?
Little Arnie.
I know. But then I went into the series, and then I just learned because at the time with pantomime, acting without speaking.
Yeah.
So it was like a training foundation for me.
What do you think it is about The Incredible Hulk, the TV series, that has given it that longevity? And it is the standing point. It's iconic that people always use that as their watermark, no matter how many times it's redone. Why is it so magic to people?
Because the Hulk is green and affects every culture. Every one of us has a little Hulk inside of us. So the Hulk releases the anger inside of us. And plus, on the TV series, you'll see rape, bloodshed, anger, or sex, or violence. It was a clean show, but every show had a message. Every time you watch the show, you learn something. Even till today, it holds its age. Like Twilight Zone, like the Star Trek TV series. It's something about that. It's chemistry.
Yeah.
Well, and Lou, I got to say, the way that you've used the opportunity that you've created in your own life to talk about things that you're passionate about, to, when you go on Celebrity Apprentice, muscular dystrophy, and to really use that opportunity to communicate with people in a pretty fundamental way is pretty special. Was that part of it all the way through, like right at the beginning, that I'm given this opportunity, I've created this opportunity, I'm going to use it for the right reasons?
Well, the
right
reason
way.
why I did The Apprentice, I want to show people how smart I am, how I could brand myself, because everybody got the impression, I knew from the beginning, always the Hulk, all you could do was flex. They were fooled. That's why Donald gave me this opportunity, because my charity is muscular dystrophy. I've had friends that died from it when I was growing up. So a part of me walking for them. It's like I bring back memories because that I could raise money to help that charity. And at the same time, you fight for your charity. At the same time, you got everybody backstabbing each other.
When do you go back for the reunion show? Is in May as well, isn't it?
Yes.
You excited for that, Lou?
I'm excited, but and then there's a lot of mixed feelings going on.
Okay, what are you going to say to Lisa Lampanelli when you see her?
I'm out of here.
I have nothing to say to her.
Me neither.
You know why? Because I said everything to her face in the boardroom. Everyone else was intimidated by her. She couldn't bully me. So at least but it was a great cast.
Yeah.
I have no animosity against anybody.
It was a very interesting cast this season.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the cast this season would have wiped out last season. We're talking about, besides Lisa, like Penn Jillette, all of us, all entrepreneurs, very smart people. The whole
Arsenio
cast.
Hall, too. I mean,
Very
he
smart.
surprised a lot of people.
Lisa, very smart, all these people, except that she's
So, do we arm wrestle?
You and Lou, I think it's good.
Okay, first of all, before we arm wrestle, we're going to tell you that
He's
the
going left
Avengers,
hand
I
even.
know, the Avengers comes out, I'm so intimidated, on May the 4th, and May the 20th is Celebrity Apprentice. Make sure that you watch the reunion.
That's the same size as that.
Look at the hand disappear. Look at that.
Okay, ready? Mike, you got to be
We
the
got to
ref
do this
here.
right.
Okay.
You ready?
Wrestle. Lou Ferrigno, ladies and
You're
gentlemen.
blushing. Look
He's
at
a
you.
gentleman. I will know. I was
how
like,
much
I
you're
was about to
blushing.
turn
Look,
green.
all red, all
I
over.
know, because I was intimidated.
Okay, you've arm wrestled. Now let's see you two wrestle. Let's do that. There you go, Lou. Thank you, man.
We're going to
too.
take
It's
a
been a
break. We
pleasure.
will be right back with more after this.